Hey guys, it's Jessie V. Today I have a V time. Na 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 na. I just choked on my own song. Today I have a V time for you guys. I'm so excited to tell you this story, and I hope you're excited to hear it. It is called Sneaking into a Carnival, which I don't recommend you do, and you will see why. My friend and I were really bored one day at my house. We just couldn't find anything that sparked our interest. We were looking for some form of excitement. It was time to go on an adventure. I wanted to be Indiana Jones. I just needed a crazy hat and that whip thing he has. I will uncover mysterious artifacts and save the world at the same time. I just wanted to do something that didn't involve being bored at my house. Like, I was even willing to become a hobbit, to journey to Mordor to destroy the Ring of Power. I was willing to do that. That's how bored I was. If you guys didn't get that Lord of the Rings reference, shame, shame. I'm just kidding. It's only one of my favorite movies. So my friend and I decided to go online and research different events that were going on around my area because we really just wanted to get out of the house. We found out that there was a carnival taking place about 10 minutes away from my house at a farm. My first thought was it was a little bit strange that this carnival was taking place at a farm. I was imagining chickens and pigs riding the Ferris wheel, a cow playing basket toss, but we decided to go anyways because it was something to do, and I wanted something to do. We arrived at this carnival around 4:50 and we walked up to the ticket booth. We were about to purchase our ticket when the lady said she couldn't sell us any. We were like, why? Why do you deny us? She said it was because at 5 p.m. they stopped selling tickets so the carnival wouldn't get too full of people. And I looked at my watch and I was like, but it's 10 to 5. We still have time. Give us the tickets. But she said it was too close to closing time, so she couldn't sell us any. Like, this lady was acting as if she was guarding the doors to Hogwarts or something. You cannot enter unless you're a wizard. She was acting as if Willy Wonka himself chose her to protect the doors to his chocolate factory. But I mean, come on, lady, you're guarding a farm, for goodness sake. We just wanted to go in and enjoy the day with the animals and the carnival rides. Why was this such a difficult process? She just wouldn't let us in. So sadly, we gave up and began walking home. As we were walking though, my friend came up with this genius idea. She was like, Jess, why don't we sneak in around the back? No one will see us sneak in. And being the stupid teenager that I was like, that is the best idea ever. I was friends with Albert Einstein over here, okay? So trying our best not to be seen, we made our way to the back of the carnival. But the whole place was surrounded by gates that were just too tall to climb over. Like, we weren't monkeys, okay? So we were almost about to give up, almost about to abort mission, when we saw that there was one section that had a lower fence than the rest. And that area was the llama pen. Now, I had only ever seen llamas in movies, but never in real life, so I started freaking out, right? I got all giggly and started taking pictures of it with my phone, because I mean, come on, you're face to face with a llama and you're not gonna take a million pictures of it? Please. I mean, I even got a selfie with it, which was on my Facebook for the longest time. But last year I actually deleted a few of the albums from my Facebook because they were just embarrassing. My teenage years were not something I wanted to still display on my profile page. And unfortunately, the Llama Selfie was in one of those albums, so it's kind of gone forever. Goodbye, Llama Selfie. So the only way we could get into this carnival was to get into this llama pen, walk through it, and go over the other side into the carnival grounds. This might all sound confusing, but the bottom line was the only way in was through the llamas. The llamas were the key to our carnival adventures. So we took the chance. The llamas didn't really seem to care that we were invading their territory. They kind of just looked at us as we made our way past them. They were very calm animals. But I wonder what they were all thinking while this was happening. Stupid humans. So we were finally on the carnival grounds. We had successfully snuck in, which is something you should never do, okay? I know I said this already, but I think it's okay to repeat myself. So the first thing we do is head over to the pumpkin patch. I probably should have mentioned that this was all happening in October of 2010, so it was very close to Halloween. And I've always loved Halloween, so a pumpkin patch was right up my alley. Side note, not sure if I've told you guys, but Tim Burton is probably in my top 3 movie directors of all time. So pumpkin patches always reminds me of the movie Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack the Pumpkin King. If you didn't get that reference, It's from the movie. Watch it if you haven't. So anyways, we were at this pumpkin patch taking selfies and stuff. It's so funny, like nowadays whenever we see anything, we're like, oh my god, let's take a selfie with it. Strange world. So as we were taking these pictures, we look over and there is this kid dressed in a Barney costume stuffing small pumpkins into a bag without paying for them. And he was stuffing his bag to the brim. I mean, he must have been having a huge pumpkin carving party or something, because who needs that many pumpkins? So we turned to one of the workers who hadn't noticed this happening, and we kind of nudged them like, yo, Barney's stealing your pumpkins, dude. The dinosaur of love has become a criminal. So this worker goes over to just talk to the kid, and the kid runs for it, desperately trying to carry his bag of pumpkins as he ran. And it was the funniest sight. Barney running away from an angry carnival worker. You don't see that every day. And it was so unfair of us. We were blaming a kid for stealing pumpkins when meanwhile we had just snuck into a carnival without paying. Through a llama pen, no less. So the next thing we do is head over to the corn maze because we weren't really interested in playing any of the carnival games and the little rides were full of kids. So we were staying away from those. So we thought, why not get terribly lost in a maze full of corn? Now when I say this maze was huge, I mean it spanned over fields and fields. It was probably the largest maze I had ever been to. And guys, we were stuck in this maze for, I kid you not, 2 hours. We could not, for the life of us, find our way out. Tell me that isn't karma. Tell me. By the time we had gotten out, most of the people had gone home from the carnival because it was pretty much closing time. And guess what? Since we were like the last people in the carnival, the ticket lady saw us. We saw her stomping over to us and we completely went deer in headlights. We freaked out. And the funniest part was, she was like, how did you get in here? And my friend turns and points to the llamas. The llamas were just standing there staring at us innocently. I could not help but die of laughter. These poor llamas were being blamed. But long story short, we ended up paying the ticket lady the entrance fee, and we were so glad that she didn't call the cops or something. But lesson learned. It just goes to show you, don't do stupid stuff like that. Karma always comes around. Don't sneak in places, even if llamas tell you to. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this V-time. My Twitter, my Instagram, my Snapchat, and my Facebook page is in the description, so check it out and follow. And until next time, guys, bye.